Did Kanak find the three spirits in the forest? Sit back and let's find out. Kanak trekked through the forest, determined to find the three spirits and sever his bond with them. As he walked, the trees seemed to grow taller and the shadows deeper. He could feel the spirit's presence, watching him, waiting for him. After hours of walking, Kanak stumbled upon a clearing, and in the center of it stood the enormous tree with the three symbols. The spirits materialized before him, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. "You should not have come here, Kanak," Akira, the first spirit, growled. "You should have been content with the power we gave you." "I was blinded by ambition," Kanak admitted. "But I see now that the cost was too high. I want to break the curse and free myself from your bond." Thorn, the third spirit, sneered. "You think you can just walk away from our deal? You think you can defy the natural order?" Lyra, the second spirit, stepped forward. "We will give you a choice, Kanak. You may either complete a task for us, or you may face the consequences of your defiance." Kanak hesitated, unsure of what to do, but he knew he had to make a decision. "What is the task?" he asked finally. Lyra smiled, her eyes glinting with mischief. "We want you to retrieve an artifact from the heart of the forest. It is a small, delicate box made of a wood that only grows under the light of the full moon." "And what's in the box?" Kanak asked, his curiosity piqued. "That is for us to know and you to find out," Akira replied, his voice dripping with malice. Kanak knew he had no choice. He agreed to retrieve the box, and the spirits vanished, leaving him to his task. As he ventured deeper into the forest, Kanak encountered strange creatures and obstacles. He began to realize that the forest was not what it seemed, and that the spirit's task was more complex than he had initially thought. Suddenly, Kanak stumbled upon a hidden glade, and in the center of it stood an enormous tree, its branches reaching towards the moon. Carved into the trunk was a symbol that seemed to match the one on the box. As Kanak approached the tree, he noticed that the symbol seemed to pulse with a soft, lunar light. He reached out a hand to touch it, and as he did, the air around him began to shift and ripple. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a woman, tall and statuesque, with skin as pale as moonlight and hair as dark as the night sky. She regarded Kanak with a calm, enigmatic gaze. "Who are you?" Kanak asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "I am the guardian of the glade," she replied, her voice like music. "And you, Kanak, are a curious hunter indeed. What brings you to this place?" Kanak hesitated, unsure how much to reveal. But something about the guardian's gentle demeanor put him at ease. "I'm searching for a box," he said finally. "A box made of wood that only grows under the light of the full moon." The guardian's eyes sparkled with interest. "Ah, you mean the moonwood box. A rare and precious artifact indeed. But do you know what lies within?" Kanak shook his head. "The spirits who sent me didn't say, but I have a feeling it's not going to be easy to retrieve." The guardian nodded. "You would be wise to be cautious, Kanak. The moonwood box is guarded by powerful forces, but if you're determined to claim it, I can offer you a hint. Follow the path of the moon, and you will find the way." With that, the guardian vanished as suddenly as she appeared, leaving Kanak to ponder her words. He looked up at the moon, now high in the sky, and set off in the direction it shone. As he walked, the forest grew stranger and more magical, filled with creatures that seemed to be made of moonlight and shadow. Kanak's senses were on high alert, his heart pounding with excitement and trepidation. What would he find at the end of the path? And what lay within the moonwood box? Only time would tell. Did you enjoy the part 2 of this story? If you did, subscribe, like, and comment for part 3 and more videos like this. Thank you.